Greetings, cultists. I'm out on one of my walks, and this evening we will talk about two things. One of them is playing KULT online, and the other is a scenario called The Driver. The Driver is a different scenario compared to the ones we have released previously. It only requires one player, the Gamemaster, and one player. And it has a very defined and strong start, and from that you improvise and see where the scenario leads you. And it can be downloaded for free. It's a perfect scenario for one of these evenings when you have nothing to do, or you want to introduce a player to KULT, or to role-playing games in general. Then you can just take the Driver, you set the situation, and you see where the story leads. You play it for 1, 2, 3 hours perhaps. And if you download it, if you play it, please comment below. Also, if you want to be inspired how it can be played, if you are a bit unsure, perhaps you have never game mastered KULT before, well, there is a podcast. Let's play this, +1 forward, so I will add the link below as well, so you can listen in on that. It's played with Robin as Gamemaster, so you have it from the author's mouth himself. So yeah, give it a try. The other thing I was about to talk about is regarding playing KULT online, so let's dive into that. I use Roll20 when I play online. I know there are other platforms, and please recommend them if you feel there are others that are better or have other advantages. Just add them as comments. I think it would be great both for me and for those who are watching this. I like Roll20. It is free. I will really need to buy a subscription now because I'm starting to have not enough room for all my content. And you also can get more features and no advertisement if you are having a subscription. Anyway, let's just look into one of my games, The Saturn King, a campaign for KULT. I think that when we are playing online, it becomes more visual in a way. It's very easy to, show pictures, artworks to set the scene. And it's also super simple to just pull in artworks if you need to introduce a non-NPC or something like that, a character into the game. If you have found a picture that you would fit one of the characters in the game, you can just put it into the game. And you can just invite players, they can join, and you can play. It has, you can have cam and mic, everything through Roll20. I often use Discord to do sound, and I don't usually play with cam, but that sounded a bit wrong. But yeah, I usually don't have the cam on, but that's up for everyone, I guess. There is a jukebox service here. I have never really learned to use it. I instead use Watch Together because I love to have music while I play. And Watch Together, it's also free, and you can just invite people here. You can send them a link, and then they come to this place, and you are in control of the playlists and the music. They can control the volume themselves, so they will hear the music. So this is a KULT playlist, so I have some Dark Ambient, of course, some jazz, some I don't know what I would call this really. Yeah. So when if you would try the driver, for example, just go to Roll20, create a new game. Oh yeah, I think this is worth showing. KULT again. Here you can choose a character sheet, and then you can just search for KULT, Divinity Lost, Kevin J. I don't know who you are, but thank you so much. Here you have the character sheet for KULT, so you can just add all the attributes and everything like that, and you just click and it rolls. Super simple, and you can copy and paste. If you can have the advantages or disadvantages from the PDF, you can just copy them and paste them into the character sheets. Really helpful. So if you're going to Gamemaster the driver, you can prepare everything online, have the character sheets. We can go to the Saturn King, for example. Here we have the characters, so let's go into Kasper Söderberg, the Danish person. Here we have his character sheets and and roll and act under pressure and just see the result. Rolled really good for Kasper. I also tend to have the player moves here. I don't know, I just find it good when we're rolling for something to just switch to this, and so the player has it handy. Really good for having also handouts and things like that. So if you want to test the driver, I know that the driver is somewhat limited. It's only meant for one player. But I mean, if you go to our homepage, you can download all our quick play scenarios. If you want some violent action surrealism, the Summit is great to dive into. Or a really classic scenario where you skin the Pope, or might skin the Pope, spoiler alert, and bring the end to the world, the Atrocity Exhibition. Also, I think this is just ideal with these for online play, when you can have this scenario about these artworks. You can just make pictures of these and then save it, and then just pull it into the Roll20 and show them to the players. So yeah, I'm going to stop ranting about this, but this is how I do it. For more detail how to use Roll20, I am not enough skilled to give those advice, but there are a lot of tutorials. You just Google them and you will find them. And if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions, if you want to correct me or something like that, feel free to do so. Until then, have a nice evening.